Hi, everyone. This is Cappy. Welcome to your collective reading. This is for all signs and any sign that you may be thinking of. Let's see what Spirit has for you today for love, what's coming your way, what's next in love, what's going on around you for energy. Please use these readings to help you to manifest the love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. Spirit, I ask that you guide me with loving messages. What is it that you need us to hear at this time? What is it that you want us to know? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have, everybody. Answering the call. The time is now. I like that. The door is opening. So I always like this feeling of walking through a door. You know, what's on the other side? This feeling, even the answering the call, it's like somebody's reaching out to you, and you know, do you pick up the phone? Do you respond to them? Are you going to respond, you know, in a timely manner? Are you excited about the call? So it's also a feeling of physically somebody calling you, but the door opening always is a nice feeling. I'm walking through that door into something new. I have uncovering treasures. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So sometimes we got to get to know somebody. That's how that felt. It was this feeling of, on the surface, I may love this, I may like this person, but as I get to know them, I realize they truly have like all these amazing qualities, and I have to spend the time to get to know them to get to the treasure. So it could be Spirit's reminder that first impression may not be how you fall in love with them. It could be, I need to get to know this person, and over a period of time, I really fall for them. And I have begin now, take your first step. So there's a lot of now energy today. It's happening now. I always like the beginning of September, heading back to school, this feeling of starting something new, being excited about it, kind of getting back to work, getting back to business. Look at this path. It's almost like, you know what, I'm going to follow the path wherever it takes me, you know, wherever Spirit wants to guide me and whoever is on that path. So sometimes we just want to remember those types of things. Spirit, please share with me. Tell me what my cards have for me today. Answering the call, a new door opens. Definitely feels like a new beginning. I have a 9 of Pentacles. I have an 8 of Wands. I have a Knight of Cups. And I have a 5 of Swords. I have to tell you, I feel like initially someone came into your life very quickly, or will come into your life very quickly. I feel that it's almost like an out of nowhere. And I think we have feelings for each other right away. I feel like we both are pretty happy about it, excited about it. And then somebody puts on the brakes is how it came into me. It was this feeling of everything's going really good, and then somebody starts to get confused feelings. They start to wonder, are they making a good decision? Is this what they really want? So you may feel them pull away, which is more just a feeling of fear. So this person is going to struggle with their feelings for some reason. I feel like you're pretty secure in knowing what you want, but I've got somebody on the other side that is just kind of battling their feelings. Spirit, will they figure out their feelings? Will they give in to their feelings? I have a 6 of Wands. Okay. I have a Queen of Pentacles. I have a Fool. Wow. And I have a King of Wands. So I'm going to go with this feeling of they can't deny their feelings. Even if they feel that they weren't expecting this to come into their life, Maybe they think it's not the right time for some reason, or they've been really busy focusing on another area of their life. They don't know if they can give to a relationship what a relationship needs. But I do feel like the passion and the desire and their interested in, their overall interest in you, I'm going to say their feelings win out. Their feelings win. Okay. They want all in, Spirit just said. So it is a sense of they battled themselves, the battle is over. It's the person who just finds himself having feelings for somebody, and they question, am I ready for this? But I'm going to tell you, you being strong and not chasing them, and you knowing what it is that you want, I'm going to say that that's what's going to draw them back to you. So if they start to pull away, I'm going to say just do your own thing, be strong, keep doing your work or whatever it is that you do. You're very independent, you're mature, all those things, until this person realizes that these feelings are real and I do want to start something with you. So this person may, unfortunately, will probably get off to a very fast start, probably slow down a little bit, and then probably start to transition into something that's a little bit more stable and a little bit more secure. So a little bit of a roller coaster ride in the beginning. Doesn't mean we're not going to end up together. It just means that this person probably didn't have in their mind that they were entering into a relationship at this time. So, but you know what? They don't get to decide when somebody comes into their life. So you got to take it when it comes. You can't just say, well, I'm not ready for this, so I'm going to put this on hold until I'm ready. You're going to move on. You're confident. You're not going to wait for this person, Spirit said. If this person makes up their mind and stops fighting these feelings, then great. You guys have something. But if they're not going to come around and they don't know what they want, you're not going to sit around and wait for them to figure it out. You're going to attract somebody else. I have rising flames. Let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. How about somebody that ignites your soul? I like that. I like this feeling of you would ignite them and they ignite you. It's not every day that I'm I'm attracted to somebody. I'm inspired by somebody. I love to talk to them. I look forward to being with them. It's not every day we have those feelings. So this is very much a feeling of rising above too. It's like I pulled myself up and out of something for the first time, almost like a rising phoenix. So I pulled myself up to be in this connection. Going forward, don't dwell in the past. Focus on creating a brighter future and manifest the new. Don't worry about what somebody else is thinking or feeling is how I feel. Focus on you. Focus on what you would like to have with this person if that's what they want. But if not, you're going to be okay, because then it means it's not the right person. But I do feel like they don't want you to just kind of keep rehashing, what did we go through and why did they put this on hold, or why are they delaying it now? It was really a great start. And fear, worry that they're not ready for it, all those things, the same old reasons. And I have emerging dawn. Trust that every ending is another beginning, coming in disguise, and enjoy the journey. So if this person pulls away, even though it was a great start, and they don't want it, then that's okay too, because it's going to lead you to a new beginning. It's going to lead you to who Spirit wants. you're not going to want to see this, but they're giving it to you anyways. They want you to trust in the divine timing. Be patient, especially in this kind of a situation. Some things take time to manifest fully in your life, but trust the process. That's a good one, because in this case, you've got somebody who is realizing they're having feelings for you, realize the feelings came in very, very quickly, and then almost didn't have the capacity to wrap their head around their feelings. So they needed to take a step back. They need to think about it. And then they realize those feelings are real. And then that's when they kind of come back again and say, okay, I think I do want to start something with you. I just needed some time to think about it and, see what my feelings were. So I have a feeling it is a process. It's definitely a process. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you have for me? I have a homemaker, creating a safe haven, a sense of belonging. So somebody who, that could be you, that could be them, but I even just like the feeling of home, that we have the capacity to, and that's a Cancer energy in that card, we have the capacity to create a very loving, safe home together. So maybe they had to think about, am I ready to give up my single life? That's a big one for people. Okay, I have a winter in Capricorn within a year, the king of earth, somebody who's grounded, somebody who is trying to, heading into the winter, figure out what it is that's best for them. I have the end is mutable, chameleon, open-minded, endings in death and wrapping it up. So maybe an ending, getting rid of some unfinished business. Maybe they had some loose ends with somebody that they wanted to wrap up before they started, just some old feelings that they wanted to make sure weren't there. I have a Gemini energy, the twin, flip-flopping, adaptable, duality. The flip-flopping, I would say, I think that the surprise is that it was such a great start. And like, where did you go? Whether they, I guess it's a form of ghosting. I'm going to say they ghosted you and then came back. That's probably what happened. And maybe you don't want them back because you're going to say, what did you do? And you thought it was a good start, and you thought that you had a connection. It's more of a, I thought we had a connection. I thought that there was something here, and then this person just kind of ghosted you. I have a Sagittarius energy in the fall. Within the next 14 to 30 days, the Prince of Fire appears. The Prince of Fire, I like that. So there's the passion. Was it something that you really did look at this person as, I don't remember the last time I felt this way. I think the connection is really what was shocking to you. Like, I really thought we had a good connection. I'm going to go with that, because that, I feel like, is the confusing part. You had a great connection. You were enjoying each other. Things are going really great. And then all of a sudden, somebody just kind of poof, they're gone. And you're like, what just happened? What is going on? So I feel like something like that is going on around this particular connection. Just a rough start. I have a moon. I have a chariot. I have a page of wands. And I have a 5 of cups. So this is I had to face my fears. And a little bit of, I believe it or not, I might have pulled away because I didn't want to disappoint you more. And maybe they just pulled away slowly. Maybe they just slowly stopped communicating. They didn't say it was over one way or another. They didn't give you any answers. They just didn't want to hurt you anymore. They didn't want to lead you on, something like that. But they had to face their fears. They had to face, like, why am I hesitant? They do want to move forward. There is going to be a time and space that they want to move forward. And so they are going to kind of reappear, is how I feel. I think they can't stop thinking about you is really what happened. Is even if they pulled away, you really made an impression on them. They really were enjoying their time with you. I don't know. Right now, I feel like they feel foolish, they will feel foolish for just kind of, the pulling back energy. The Queen of Cups, they could see themselves falling for you. They're realizing they could have feelings for you. I do feel that way. I feel that, it's somebody who probably wasn't expecting at this stage in their life to have, to be starting over or to be entering into more of a committed relationship. Maybe they're just used to casually dating people and you're the first person that they actually have feelings for. So let's see what the feelings are. Spirit, please share with me any feelings that you have in this connection. Marry me. Wow, maybe there's a day. They could have been afraid from the beginning, because if they have these feelings, would it ever lead to whether you get married or not? Is this the kind of relationship that's going to lock me in, so to speak, emotionally into a committed relationship? And am I really ready for that? So that's probably what was going on. Thank you for being there for me. A little bit of a thank you for understanding, or thank you for giving me a chance to talk to you about this, giving me an opportunity to explain myself. A little bit of I've been a fool. Okay. I've been a fool pushing you away, something like that. And sometimes people just kind of wake up to, what, life is short, and why would I push somebody who I care about away? You are everything to me. Realizing that you have everything I've asked for, you have everything I've ever wanted. Again, why would I push something like that away? I'm seeing you in a whole new light. I think that they really gave some thought to a serious relationship, that you're not in the casual category, that you're in the, I would be entering into a real relationship with somebody. So I want to see you right now. So you'll probably hear from this person, and it will be, kind of spur of the moment. I can't wait to see you. I need to see you. I keep rereading all of your messages. It was love at first sight, and what we had was real. I feel like there's a part of them that wants you to know that whatever that first impression, that first I thought we had a connection, it was real. It was definitely genuine. So it wasn't in your head that you thought there was a connection. They felt it too. My mind is telling me no, but my heart is telling me yes. Now the no could be, I just am making up 1,000 excuses to sabotage myself. I don't have time for it. I have to focus on raising my kids. I have to focus on my career. I get burnt every time I enter into a relationship, whatever the reason is. But everybody's got kind of this list of why you shouldn't or should do something. But their heart is telling them yes. They're following their heart. And that's probably what's going to happen. I feel we are fated to be together. So did they get to a place where they finally give in? I'm going to go with that. I feel like they give in. They give in to their feelings. Let's put this out into the universe. I think this is a pretty common start, unfortunately, for a lot of people. But it does feel like at the end of the day, we're going to end up together. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words, your comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMammelonPsychicMedium.com. Also, I have 2 other YouTube channels. I have a pick a card channel and I have a twin flame soulmate channel, and I'll put the links in the description below for some additional readings. So check those out as well. I hope you have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you again in another Love Messages real soon.